What's up y'all, it's Jimmy coming to you guys with another video. Before we get into the video, as always, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And when you guys hit subscribe, please make sure you guys are hitting that notification button. So getting right into the video, this shoe is highly sought after. I mean, you guys clicked on the video, you guys know what it is. And these are the Lightning 4s that are supposed to come out on August 7th, I believe, of this year. So with these shoes, they originally came out in 2006. And I'll say these might be one of the last shoes in that era that haven't been retroed yet. I'll say I don't think the Miss Blue 4s have retroed, and there's probably a couple other shoes that I'm not naming, at least in the 4s category, that haven't been retroed yet. But these right here, these are grails for a lot of people. And I'll say the pairs that you can get now are probably, if they aren't crumbled, they're bound to crumble after a couple wears. So a lot of people haven't been able to pick up the Lightning 4s. And when I say that, it seems like everyone is dying to pick up the Lightning 4s. I think I just more so mean that is, you know, the Lightning 4s have been off of a lot of people's radar in the sense of, you know, they're just kind of in the back. There's a lot more shoes out now. So I do think it's a little interesting that Nike is bringing these shoes back now, just because I do feel like with the Retro 3s and the Retro 4s, minus like the top colorway and a couple other colorways that came out, they haven't really been receiving the love that they deserve. But this new wave of vintage fashion, I do actually see 3s and 4s becoming a little bit more popular and almost competing with 1s in that sense. Clearly, 1s and dunks will always take the cake, but 3s and 4s are definitely gaining some momentum themselves. But without taking too much of y'all's time, Nike finally dropped the official pictures of the Air Jordan 4 Lightnings. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think Nike did them proper. They did this shoe, honestly, 99% pretty damn well. I'll say with the Raging Bulls that just came out, it seemed like Nike kind of hit on some pairs, and it seemed like a lot of pairs, people were saying like it looked like Nike ran out of red dye. So that's a little bit concerning, but I would hope to think for the Lightning 4, Nike does these proper. But getting to the official images, like I said, these come out on August 7th of this year. Colors are Tour Yellow, White, Dark, Blue, Gray, and retail is $220, so on the steeper end, but I mean, you're getting Lightning 4s. And hopefully this helps the newer wave, the newer age of sneakerheads also appreciate those shoes that came out between like 2006, 2008, 2010, you know. So cool to see these retro again. But just looking at that picture right there, the shape of them to me looks pretty on point. I like the shape of the tongue. The toe box seems a little bit low, you know, maybe it's just the size of the shoe, but I think the shoes right there are, you know, just like chef's kiss. Like, I think they look on point. The yellow looks really good as well. I'll say the suede, I mean, I've always been a little bit weird about the suede on the Lightning 4s in general. Like, is it really suede or is it nubuck? To me, I guess it is more so of a nubuck because it doesn't really have like that color change when you brush. I do think the Lightning 4s are a nubuck. You know, now that I think about it, it doesn't really have that suede effect where if you swipe your finger over it, it changes color. But going down, I mean, you know, just looking at these pictures, I think Nike did these proper. I mean, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Like, I don't think this is gonna be anything too alarming. I thought they did the red Toro Bravo 5s proper, but I guess a lot of people are saying they didn't. So hopefully that doesn't translate to these shoes. But looking at these pictures right here, I'll say look pretty damn on point. The one thing that does throw me off a little bit when I see this picture right here, at least on the back portion, is how thick that tongue looks. I swear 4s have never had that thick of a tongue unless I'm being mistaken. I feel like the tongues have always been pretty sharp, right? Like, there might be some padding, but it's never looked like a thick pillow or anything like that. So to see that is a little bit weird. I just hope it doesn't throw off the shape of the shoe or anything like that. But yeah, look at that back portion. Glad they stuck with the Jumpman, not to do no weird Nike Air stuff, because the Lightning 4s never came out with the Nike Air. So good to see the Jumpman on the back, because you can't go wrong with the Jumpman. And looking a little bit closer at this toe box, so I think that is a nubuck. It almost looked like leather for a moment, and I was about to trip. I'm like, did they choose leather for these Lightning 4s? Because that's not how the Lightning 4s are supposed to be. But I mean, looking at the quality, like, these look on point. Clearly this is like a stock photo, and this pair right here is probably going to have no factory flaws. But I mean, the shoes look good. Like, I can't complain. And if this is how they're going to look once they drop, for sure going to be an easy cop. These, well, not easy cop in the sense that we're all going to get them, but I don't have to really think in my mind whether I want these or not. I know I want them right now. That these will have to be at least 14 pairs minimum. And then looking at that box, I love it with the 4s when they do that pull-up box with the cement print and everything, just super clean. And the fact that they're adding that lightning 4 yellow to this box is, like I said, the small details that really matter. And a little interesting thing that I saw in this article from House of Heat is that they actually added pictures from the original 2006 release. So that's what I was saying, right? If you guys look at this, the toe box seems to be a little bit longer and not as like bunched up. Like these look elongated, you know, the other ones like low-key just look kind of like stubby. The 06 pair looks like it just has that really good shape to the 4s. And if you guys look at the tongue, like I'm telling you guys, the tongue, I'll say the back of the tongue here does look pretty plush. So I guess it maybe it's just like an older 4 thing, and the 4s that came out, I guess, in like 2012 and up were a little bit more, or had a little bit more construction to them, it seems like. But overall shoe, the color looks pretty on point. You know, just to scroll really quick and do a comparison. Man, I actually don't know. Like now that I look at this picture right here of the back of the 4s from the 06 pair, and if you just look at that yellow, it looks pretty deep, right? Like a deep mustard yellow. And then I scroll back up and I look at the 2021 pair, that yellow looks a little bit too light. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like it looks a little bit too ashy in my opinion. It looks like it should be maybe 1 to 2, maybe even 3 shades darker, because these look darker, more vibrant, and this looks a little bit more washed and ashed out, which is a little disappointing to see now that I can see the difference between the two. But we'll see in hand, and I'm pretty sure there are going to be people that can do a comparison video, so that will be cool to see. And you know, just to throw this out there, if you guys own a pair of Lightning 4s and you guys want to see a comparison video from your boy, let me know through IG, through YouTube, whatever it is. We'll figure something out, we'll work something out. I would love to get that type of content out. But yeah, that's a quick little overview of the official pictures that just came out for the Air Jordan 4 Lightnings. Let me know if you guys are excited for this release. Personally, for myself, and I'm pretty sure for a lot of people, I know I am, even though I said probably at the end like I wasn't very excited because of the color difference. But at the end of the day, these shoes haven't came out in 15 years, and you know, pretty sure for a lot of sneakerheads and you know, most people, that's like more than half of your lifetime. So cool to see these shoes finally come out. I'm excited to see more pictures of them surface. I think from that we'll actually be able to make a judgment call. But this is gonna wrap up the video, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.